We are on the air, sir.
For over 50 years, the revolutionary force in sports and revolutionary force in sports. It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
All right, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sinful Blacks Entertainment's Infamous Wrestling Talk. I am your boy, Big Sin. I am joined by the homie, Hollywood J Black. We both just woke up. How you doing, fam?
I'm alive. Oh, you can't hear me? What about now?
There you go.
All right, I'm alive, which is all about you could ask for me today, this morning. Had a long day, subsequently a long night, but I'm here with you, and that's what matters.
All right, so first on the agenda, the wrestling world lost probably one of the greatest big men of all time on June 18th. Big Van Vader, best known as just straight out Vader, the man from, where was it, the Rocky Mountains?
Yep.
Probably next to Bam Bam Bigelow, the most agile big man the wrestling industry has ever seen.
Yep.
A man who helped train one of the future great big men in Killian Dane as part of Sanity.
Even trained his own son, who's still in the Indies right now. So,
not only that, also Vader had some huge moments in WCW. His WWE career was good, but not fantastic. He made most of his great moments were over in Japan and WCW.
Yeah. Although I can tell you, my two greatest moments of Vader, one of them was in WWE, WWF at the time, was when him and Yokozuna had beef. That was the best thing in the world because he was two behemoths that had dominated, national TV for what at that point in their individual respective leagues for like 2 or 3 years now. Because when Yokozuna came on, Vader came on in WCW, and when they finally met in WWE and they had beef, Yokozuna had the beard going on. And them fools was going at it.
It was Yokozuna's short run, face run.
Yeah. They had a tag team with Yokozuna and Vader had a tag team too, and that's when it ended in fuckery. But when Vader gave that man the Vader bombs over and 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 over again. And he wasn't tired, okay? Oh, man, that memory plays in my head over and over again. Because I think if that's what I want to do to people, right, when they piss me off, just kick their ass and lay them down and just do Vader bombs to them over and over and over again. The man also had arguably one of the best moonsaults before Big Man next to Bam Bam Bigelow. Just overall, a great human being. And I think that goes unsaid a lot, that we see this menacing, huge big man out here, and yet behind the scenes, probably one of the most best people that you could probably ever meet. I saw him at a national wrestling conference show back when they were at the Silver Nugget in Vegas. That was the same time that Mr. Hughes got busted in the head with a bottle and had to leave with a busted eye, thanks to Sabu. But he was at that show front row, and he couldn't be on TV because he was still contracted with WWF. But nicest guy you'll ever meet, hands down. I can't when it makes me sad to see somebody like that gone. I mean,
you see, some of Vader's career highlights were ripping off Mick Foley's ear.
That was the other one. That's the other one that I will always remember.
And if it wasn't for Vader, Sting wouldn't have been as great as he was.
Yeah.
Because Vader was the one who Sting first beat for the world title.
Yeah.
Not only that, the Sting and Vader feud in WCW was made a legend because you had that good, young, strong man against that big monster.
Yeah. Yeah. And oddly enough, so Sting was outerworldly, right? Sting was like Hogan, maybe not as over the top, but he was legit strong. He was legit agile. Yes, he wasn't technically sound, but he's one of those legit dudes that could probably kick your ass in a fight because he was tall, he was big, and he wasn't hulking, but he had that lean muscle coupled with that little bit of bulk. Even that's weird because he was a bodybuilder, but
once he got off the steroids, he leaned out.
Yeah. So you see that he like towered over Ric Flair when they fought. Oddly enough, he towered over Lex Luger, which doesn't take much because Lex Luger was actually short.
Lex Luger was only like 5'8".
Yeah. But when he ran into Vader,
whenever they filmed Lex Luger, they did it from down here.
Yep. Either that or his opponent was already on the ground.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair sold Lex Luger like a motherfucker. Let's start there. But anyways, when Vader met Sting, that was like the only legit dude that was bigger than Sting at the time in WWE. I mean, not WWE, in WCW. A lot of people fail to realize that. People don't realize Sting was 6'3", 6'4". He had Hulk Hogan's height, but didn't have his weight because he didn't bulk up. So when you see Big Van Vader come up, 6'6", you know what I'm saying? This is a huge hulking dude. You were like, damn, Sting actually has a fucking challenge. And yeah, that was a fucking challenge. I mean, and it's funny because he came off his battles with the Great Muta to go against Vader.
Yep.
And that's the thing too. It was kind of like when I think last year when the Warriors faced the Milwaukee Bucks and they pushed them to the limit, and then they fucked around and played the Celtics the next night and got their ass kicked. You know, that's exactly what happened. Vader came through, just dominated the man, but then it made Sting into a better wrestler, into a better overall performer. That whole feud, I believe, is what made Sting's like big face career, like his over the top section of his career before he went dark. Yeah, that's to me. So,
and Vader. Now let's talk about his WWF days. He had probably one of the best SummerSlam matches in history. The match where he fought Shawn Michaels.
Yes,
that match was fantastic. But then again, we have to talk about probably the lowest moment of Vader's professional wrestling career is when he lost to Kane in that no disqualification match, and then went on camera and just called himself a fat piece of shit. And we never saw Vader again in WWE TV.
Yeah, which sucked because I don't know if anybody was like bullying him, because I don't think that was the case, because he was probably the most respected person on that roster, which leads me to believe that he was fighting something internally with himself.
Well, that, and also he realized that WWE was never going to make him the guy like he was in WCW.
Yeah. Well, you see Bam Bam Bigelow had to go back to WCW in order to win a championship.
When he dominated ECW for like 10 years.
Dominated ECW. And then, let's see, he left WWE, WWF, went to ECW, dominated in ECW, and then went to WCW, finally got himself a championship when he aligned himself with Diamond Dallas Page and Canyon. Jersey Triad.
The original Jersey Shore crew.
Yep. And so, yeah, the WWE looks at big men as attractions more so than actual threats and people that they want to promote. Like big men with bellies, because we all know that big men with muscles, there's Hulk Hogan, and we see how that turned out.
So, to his family, Leon White's family, also known as Big Van Vader, our best to you all. And I will continue to binge watch Vader matches on the WWE Network.
Yes, like I said, our condolences to your family. I know Leon White Jr. more than anything is probably sad because, again, like wasn't for him, his dad would have. Wasn't for his dad. He wouldn't be training in wrestling. And I think the funny part is that once he left wrestling, he dedicated himself to raising his family and being there for his family, making his son make sure he learns from the mistakes that he learned. And he's an accomplished, indie wrestler right now. So, shout out.
If you really want to hear about the man Vader, go ahead and go to the his induction speech of Stan Hansen into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yep. WWE, I think it's time that you make that video on a WWE Network available. Make sure you. I think it's time to do that documentary that we've been trying to get done forever. So make it happen.
All right. So what's next on the agenda?
All right. Well, we got to talk about the big weekend that we had, sir.
Oh yeah.
The double header with NXT Takeover and Money in the Bank and the Money in the Bank recap. Now, I am a stout NXT fan. You know this. I'm the one that got you on NXT. When I told you about Cesaro and Sami Zayn, that match.
That's because back when I tried to watch NXT the first time, they were in their goofball shit.
Yeah, but this was before WWE Network. When I put you on, they were on Hulu.
Yeah,
which is cool because I used to watch that work. Sorry, boss.
You don't work there no more. Don't worry about it.
I know. True. It's very true. Amber, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but I still sold a lot for you. Anyway. So, So I used to watch on Hulu all the fucking time. And are you glad that I put you on the NXT? Like, really?
Oh, yes, I am. And let me tell you this. On July 28th, 2 days before my birthday.
Yes, sir.
Amy is going to her first live wrestling event with me at NXT at the Orleans.
What? They're doing NXT at the Orleans?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to go get
me and Amy's first live wrestling event.
I'm going to have to get me and Denali in at a taping. I'm going to try and get in a taping. Those are hard because you can only get in at the taping if you've went to the previous taping and you have the code to get into the next taping. That's how they have. That's Impact. That's another thing I want to talk about Impact after because Impact had a moment for me that was eye-opening. But we're not going to talk about that now. We're going to talk about that later. Let's talk about NXT TakeOver.
All right. So NXT TakeOvers have a history of shutting down a wrestling weekend.
Yes.
And this weekend was almost the same case. We had 5 matches, 4 of which were awesome. One was questionable, but we'll talk about that one. But the show kicked off with probably one of the most underrated wrestlers in NXT, Mr. Oney Lorcan, teaming with Danny Burch to take on the Undisputed Era for the tag team titles.
Yes. Oney
Lorcan is a legit blue-collar worker.
Yeah. Dude, these dudes. All right, so when I saw Oney Lorcan, right? I first saw Oney Lorcan, the NXT after, the first full NXT after TakeOver New Orleans, after WrestleMania.
Oh, so you've only seen him recently then?
Yes. But
you didn't see when he broke Hideo Itami's nose with a European uppercut in the corner?
No. But when I saw him, right, it was against, he was fighting Adam Cole, because this is how this whole thing led up to this.
Yep.
He fought Adam Cole, and I know Adam Cole was like, I don't need no help to beat Oney Lorcan. And as soon as he stepped in the motherfucking ring with this dude, this nigga was out here getting his ass kicked by Oney Lorcan the whole fucking match. It was an ass kicking of epic proportions. I'm like, you really took this nigga this lightly? Okay, all right, well. And so I was impressed not only with his skill set, not only with his ring savviness, but I was impressed with how his presence in the ring. He's a small dude, but he's a big presence. Like, when I say small, 6'1", 6'2" for a wrestler.
But he's thick.
In the ring, and his mannerisms are huge. They're out there.
He is what I like to refer to as American strong style.
Yep. And I love it. I love every minute of it. Orly Logan impressed me with that one match. And I was like, and Adam Cole too. Adam Cole was like, he tried to counter everything this dude do. And Adam Cole got lucky when he beat him. Orly Logan beat this nigga ass for a good 20 minutes. I never seen
in this tag team match, Oni Lorcan took one of the hardest bumps I ever seen in life when he got thrown off the top rope and hit the corner of the fucking ring.
Yeah.
Spine first.
Ooh.
30 seconds later, he's back up, jumping off the top rope outside the ring on somebody.
Yep.
We also got to give a shout out to Danny Burch. Danny Burch is a England wrestling legend. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, Danny Burch. Remember him and Regal used to tag up together.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Yep.
And he is now finding his stride in America.
Yep.
At like 39 years old.
Oh, you got to thank William Regal for that one. Let me call the old homie real quick. I got you, Oni. Don't worry.
Right.
Old homie.
Now, okay, so the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong barely squeaked by in this match to get a win.
Yeah.
But can I throw out a spoiler, though? Can I throw out a spoiler?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it already. The Undisputed Era dropped the tag team titles to Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven as the very first NXT UK tapings.
Yeah, every time I think of Mustache Mountain, who wants to take a ride on Mustache Mountain?
I'm so glad Tyler Bate has a title again because since he lost to Pete Dunne, they really haven't utilized his talent.
Yeah, I know. But that was a hell of a run for Undisputed Era, and I'm finally glad. So my question is, they're making NXT UK. Shouldn't they make the European Championship the NXT UK Championship?
It is.
It is now.
Pete Dunne, because, okay, the way NXT works now, NXT works like a individual functioning brand by itself.
Yeah.
So that's why Adam Cole defends the NXT North American title.
Yeah.
At the Ireland, and the UK, like Progress Wrestling, Defiant, and shit like that.
Yeah.
This is Triple H's plan for NXT now is to bring these independent organizations together while NXT behind WWE's backing.
Yes. Yes.
And it's a beautiful thing because it's something that WWE sorely needed.
They did. They did very much so.
Vince McMahon, Vinnie Mac, has tried to stay away from all these years.
And I'm glad he is. Please thank the God. That's the whole thing. Let Vince negotiate the contracts and shit because of his history with contract negotiating, running the company. But let Triple H run the shows. That's how I always feel. Real quick, Bruno says Lucha Underground for the win, and I'm going to talk about Lucha Underground for a little bit once we get past this thing because I did watch the first episode from last week because it's back, sir. I don't know if you know.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's back, and then I haven't seen the second show yet, which I'm going to watch today. But yeah, we got to definitely talk about that.
We have probably the match of the night. We have Ricochet, also known as Prince Puma, also known as King Ricochet.
Yes.
Taking on the Velveteen Dream, who is one of my favorite NXT competitors.
You knew that it was going to go down in this match when Velveteen Dream came out wearing Prince Puma's tights.
Came out looking like Hulk Hogan and Prince Puma had a baby.
I'm saying, right? Fuck, I love Velveteen Dream.
The charisma that this man shows week in and week out, and just his body style, he's what Titus O'Neil wants to be.
I know, right? Oh man, but he surpassed a lot of people in this. And at 23 years old, there's a lot that he's naturally talented, and then a lot that you can teach this man about the business at the same time, right? Like I really see this man as the next Miz, right? But with really, 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 really good wrestling talent. Like Intercontinental Championship, U.S. Championship, but not like losing it and winning it back over and over again. Like holding on to the motherfucker like Rick Rude. You know what I'm saying?
I really, and watching this man work, I believe he's going to be a WWE champion one day.
I hope so. I really think, though, to me, I think as he gets older, like if you put him in, let's say he comes to WWE like in a year, right? Like if Miz wants to take a step back and you need a villain, right? A mid-card villain to be like the title holder that's going to fuck niggas over and get in their head, you got to go with Velveteen Dream. I think he's like, he has the personality of the Miz and the ring savvy of Ziggler, right? I think if I'm going to come up with two people, but talent-wise, he surpasses Ziggler to me. But if you want to combine like two wrestlers that have it, it's Miz and Ziggler. Which why I think that as a mid-card champion, he can hold the belt for 2-3 years, right? I think I think to me he could be such a great villain because he's that talented that it's going to take a lot to beat this. That it should take a lot to beat this man.
Now, my dream match for Velveteen Dream, even though I know the guy who I'm about to say is almost 50, but my dream match for Velveteen Dream is Velveteen Dream versus Goldust. Just once.
Oh, yeah. Just once. They can even make that happen in NXT if they really wanted it to.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Just bring Goldust with the mind games and then Velveteen Dream with the mind game. Imagine Velveteen Dream coming out with all gold. Having Goldust nipple things on them and shit. No, Goldust face.
Now this match was spot heaven between these two.
Oh God, bruh! I was just sitting here. I replayed. I watched the show, and then I went online and played the recap that they had 3 times in order to understand the fuckery that was in this match, and to understand that he hit Prince Puma's patented move on this nigga twice. And then nigga Ricochet hit this nigga with his shit. I'm like, these niggas went at it. Oh my God.
Yes. This is exactly what both wrestlers needed to show that they are the future of WWE.
Yeah. I really think, you know what has me excited now? A Ricochet versus oh my God, Aleister Black match.
Yeah,
that has me hot right there. Thinking about that shit. Like,
I want another Aleister Black Velveteen Dream match because that match they had at WrestleMania weekend was fantastic.
Me too. Like they should make a triple threat for the title. Like as much as I love Lars Sullivan should already be in the main roster right now. Yeah. I think to me he's being wasted down here. It needs to happen soon. It needs to happen soon.
Lars has only taken off recently.
Yeah.
Before he was in a jobber tag team where he just beat up his partner after the fucking matches.
I remember that shit.
Then they matched him up with Killian Dane, and they're like, hold on, these two big motherfuckers, this is whoa.
Dude, Lars Sullivan. That match with Lars Sullivan and what's that nigga name?
Let's jump into Aleister Black and Lars Sullivan.
I know. Hold on, wait, real quick. We gotta talk about Lars Sullivan. I just want to say, what was that match? Who did he fight at Takeover New Orleans? Long hair. Oh no, Cassius Ohno. That's right.
Oh yes, when Cassius Ohno was giving him the stiffest strikes in the world,
and he just
looked at him.
Yeah, exactly. That's the man that fought Aleister Black, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got to get into.
Aleister Black got his ass whooped. I've never seen Aleister Black dominated this bad ever.
Yep. and the messed up part about it was it would have been a high, like, all right, so the match was great in itself. There was only one blown spot, which was the finisher, well, the first finisher. When he tried to get this nigga Black Mass and he completely whiffed on it, but the nigga got hit. Pretending he got hit, they sold it, but yeah. I wouldn't have sold it. I would have pretended to laugh at him and then got hit with Black Mask again.
It took 4 Black Masses to put down Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, it did. That was the only blown spot of the match, though. It was a solid match. And to say that it was the worst match of the night is not a bad thing. Okay.
I don't think it was the worst match of the night.
Well, this is the thing though. So keep in mind what we had. Let's look at what we had now. So of course we had the Danny Burch, the tag team match. We had Velveteen Dream Ricochet. We had the women's match, which was brutal.
Shayna Baszler versus Cross was a good match, but I think that was the worst match of the night.
You think it was?
I don't know what it is about Captain Caveman.
Yeah. My nose. What do you say? Saying yesterday I told you you remind me of Vader. Then here later. That's crazy. Then we did talk about that. We did talk about that shit. We was like, yeah. That is infamous. I didn't really know until we got home.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's
Yeah, but Baszler and Nikki Cross, I think they could have done more. I love Nikki Cross. She's one of my favorite women wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
I just think that they're relying too much on Shayna Baszler's. I don't know, because in my opinion, the best NXT Women's Champion right now would be either Bianca Belair or Kairi Sane.
Yeah. I really see the only reason why I think that Shayna Baszler is in the spot that she's in now, because I think that they're trying to build her up for to go against Rousey.
The 4 horsewomen against the 4 horsewomen at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, they're trying to build her up, and so that you gotta stick the resume on her, right? Because you can't have somebody with a good resume and without a good resume standing next to Ronda Rousey and call her equal. You see what I'm saying? You have to be like. That's why I eventually think that the one chick may end up sneaking a title win or getting close to a title win. The one chick that's on the main roster right now, in what's that group? It's in Paige's old group, right? That was the other MMA chick.
No, but she was never with Rousey and them.
But she's an MMA chick though. That's what.
Yeah, she's not part of the 4 horsewomen.
Yeah, but really they only assigned 3 of the 4, so they got to have a 4th. So I mean, if you have a prodigy or something like that,
he is nowhere on par with any of those 4.
I know this. You're
talking about Diana Taurasi. That's her real name. She was Tough Enough. I'm surprised they let her be in WWE after she let. If you watched the last season of Tough Enough, when they dropped the titles in the water and they told them all to go get them out of the water. She let the title sink and didn't even go after it.
Oh, that's BS.
Yeah, so
that sucks. Yeah,
I have mixed feelings about her.
Yeah, I think that, like I said, with Shayna Baszler, I think they're just trying to build up the resume. Because to me, like, there's a lot more that they can do. The only thing I'm hoping is that eventually that Nikki Cross ends up in
Sanity. She has to be back with Sanity.
Yes, and we got to talk about Sanity in just a second. After once we get to the weekly show.
I'm gonna put this out there. You know what I'm about to say too.
Yeah,
Nikki Cross is actually the first person who ever beat Asuka, because she beat Asuka on 2 occasions, but the referees botched it because they wanted to keep Asuka's streak going.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a lie. Not a lie.
Now let's talk about the match of the night. 2 former best friends who try to kill each other every time they're in the ring with each other.
Always.
Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, next to Kevin Owens, is the best heel in the business right now.
Yes. Oh, man.
The Blackheart, man.
Dude, every time I think of these matches, I'm trying to think of a beef that was more deep and intense, and you can't.
You know what? You know where I go with this one? Even though it was shorter than this one?
Yeah.
Matt Hardy and Edge.
Oh yeah, and that was some real shit, some real life shit. Some real life shit to the point where they had to stay away. But they sold this beef on screen and off screen. So when this first happened last year, right? The nigga moved out. They shared an apartment with each other. The nigga moved out the apartment after the shit went down. The nigga was talking shit about him on social media. And then they kick back up when he healed from his injury, and then all the shit that happened in between, costing a nigga opportunity after opportunity after opportunity.
Cost him his job.
Everything. And like nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how you sell a fucking beef. And that's how you know Triple H got a hand behind it. You know what I'm saying? You can let the heels be heels.
I want to see these two wrestle at WrestleMania.
Triple H is like, we're gonna fight. No, that's not good enough. You gotta kill each other. You gotta cost me the job.
Boy, each other. You need to beat him like I treated Shawn Michaels.
Exactly. You gotta do him like Randy Orton.
What you gonna do? Motherfucking so hard his beard goes into his ear.
Oh shit! I'm telling you that them niggas beefing. That's like it makes my heart whole when I see them fight. It really does. It really does.
Now they are 1-1 in their takeover matches.
So now we have to have a rubber match.
A rubber match at the takeover before SummerSlam.
Yes. Oh yes, and I need them continually fighting with each other in the parking lot, in tag team matches. Everything. I want them fighting in real life in a grocery store. We have to have grocery store 2.0 fight.
Tommaso Ciampa sent out the funniest tweet ever. He said, "Now that I'm done with Johnny wrestling, it's time for you, Mr. Black." He's got a picture of Kratos choking out the stranger. Because of course, Kratos looks like fucking Ciampa, and the stranger looks like Aleister Black.
No. Hell no. Wow. It is. That's fucked up. Like, you think about that shit too. Oh, and then, you gotta know that Gargano's gonna cost this nigga the match. You already see it coming. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be.
I just sent you that picture on Facebook so you can see it.
I think there's only one way that this can end. Oh yes. Yeah. There's only one way that this can end, sir. Hell in a Cell.
In NXT?
Yes.
Fuck it, I'm down. So now let's jump over to the show that should have been on Saturday, while TakeOver was on Sunday.
Exactly.
Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Yes, because we know what the real pay-per-view was, the real high league pay-per-view was, but I guess we're gonna have to talk about Money in the Bank.
Well, I'm gonna keep this one real with everybody. Unfortunately, he was just released from his WWE contract for giving a midget a concussion. Big Cass got deleted like Thanos snapped his fingers, and him and Enzo both went away, and Carmelo just stayed.
That is,
Big Cass had his best match in the WWE against Daniel Bryan on Sunday.
And then
he got fired.
He's like, you should have went for the head.
Right? And unfortunately for Big Cass, because he went for the head of the midget, that's why he got fired.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Poor Big Cass.
But let's not talk about King Kong Bundy almost killing a midget back at WrestleMania 3.
Well, let's not talk about Bruiser Brody almost killing him. Bruiser Brody killed a man.
Who didn't Bruiser Brody try to kill?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyways, but yeah, so you're right. Big Cass, that was a good match. That I was wondering when Big Cass was going to have his penultimate match after the injury.
He had it, then he lost his job.
Yep. That's funny. So now we got now at least because what's his name got his shit cleared, that we might see Big Cass and Enzo Amore somewhere.
No, apparently they have real life beef.
Oh, no, that sucks. Well, they need to squash it. They need to squash it like Crime Time did, nigga, and get back into wrestling. Crime Time squashed their beef. Just saying.
Nobody remembers Crime Time. Anyway.
I remember Crime Time.
Yo, 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 grab your 40s and hide your rollies. It's crime time.
That was so much black exploitation in that whole fucking theme.
Then Chad Gaspar tried to become a real wrestler and got booed out of the continent. Anyway.
So bad of a wrestler, he became an actor. Anyways.
So Cass versus Bryan. Then I think we had what I consider one of the matches of the night that did not have a stipulation. I call this one Elias's coming out to the world party, because him and Seth Rollins had a fucking match.
Yes. Oh my God.
There's greatness in Elias.
Yeah, there is. There's no doubt, and that's the beautiful part about it with Elias. Like, he's almost on Velveteen Dream level of fan support, where yes, you're supposed to be a fucking heel, but according to the crowd, you're not.
Elias is the only wrestler in the industry right now who can have the crowd cheering, chanting, saying, "Walk with Elias," then have them booing the shit out of him, then have them cheering again, then booing again, all in one 20-second promo.
Yes. Fucking Elias is he's a wondrous thing that has been delivered upon to us in wrestling. A poor guy, and after he lost the match, he was like, "I just wanted to win championships and sing songs." It didn't feel bad for him. It's like, fuck. I just want to win championships and sing songs to Elias.
You're like,
exactly. I feel bad. Bad booking.
Then he goes, then he'll say some stupid shit.
Like, boo! You're right, but boo!
Elias is a better worker than the Honky Tonk Man was.
Yes. I mean, he's athletically gifted. Elias is extremely athletically gifted.
Because of how big other wrestlers are, you don't really realize the size of Elias. He is a big man.
Yeah, he is. A huge man. He's what?
He's built like John Cena.
Yep. Yep. If
And
you remember,
vicious.
because remember, he just his shtick in NXT was just to walk around like he was a drifter.
Sing songs, kick somebody's ass, and leave.
Yeah, that's it. Like, the whole guitar thing didn't come until I think, late in the NXT run, and then when he got to WWE, he would just walk around singing songs. But you didn't want to
And people question him being brought up to the main roster. I don't think they're questioning it anymore.
No. His merchandise sales are on point.
Especially since he got fired from NXT 3 times.
Yes. But yeah,
now we'll move on to the
I'm gonna put that on there. Go ahead. Yeah,
now we'll move on to the match, which I think was the worst booking thing they've ever done, was putting Carmella over Asuka.
You know why they did it, though. But see, now it makes sense.
Why do you hate our NXT talent so much?
But you know why. But see, now it makes sense why Charlotte beat Asuka. It makes perfect sense. Because now you can justify any loss at this point.
No, you cannot justify her losing to Carmella.
No, I can't. I'm just saying that Vince can justify it. I didn't say we could justify it. I said he can.
Vince is still trying to shove Roman Reigns' cock down everybody's mouth, even though nobody wants it.
Well, all right, so I got to talk about that when we get to the Roman Reigns Jinder Mahal match. But before we do that, let's talk about Carmella Asuka. Why was this a match? Why is Asuka out here trying to kill Carmella?
Why is James Ellsworth back?
Why is James Ellsworth get a job? So many whys in this match. Why do you? Asuka should have won this belt.
I'm sitting here like, all right, Money in the Bank's actually doing well. Yeah, good job, guys. Then Carmella beats Asuka semi-cleanly? Hold the fuck on.
Yeah, nope. Sorry, not buying it. Nope. You're
telling me Carmella just beat the individual who had a longer winning streak than Goldberg?
Yes. So that means in two out of the last 3 pay-per-views, Asuka's sticking an L. You keep that in mind. And then it went from the high that was Charlotte Flair to the low that is Carmella. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. As far as SmackDown wrestling talent, Carmella's at the bottom.
No, I think she's right above Billie Kay.
You think? Oh yeah, Billie Kay it sucks. Yeah, that's true.
The only reason Billie Kay exists is to be Peyton Royce's mouthpiece.
Yeah, because Peyton Royce is very gifted and very talented. And you'll find out soon enough. Not you, but the fans will find out soon enough how talented. If you've never seen Peyton Royce in NXT, you're gonna find out how good she really is. And I think
he done a fisherman suplex better than Mr. Perfect wishes he could have done it.
Yeah. I think that's the main reason why they strapped Billie Kay to Peyton Royce was because they feed off of each other fairly well, but Peyton Royce by herself was
when it comes to promos, Peyton is a little weak.
Yeah.
Whereas Billie Kay excels. And much like we all know.
Yes.
No, you are right. WCW beefed up Goldberg's win streak. They added wins that never even happened. Like one Monday night, it was like, he's 52-0. Thursday night on Thunder, he was 69-0.
That's because he fought 17 people in a bar fight and won. Oh, sorry.
Right?
Hardcore championship match, Phil. He was the hardcore champion and nobody knew it.
They didn't have a 24/7 hardcore title in WCW. Besides, Goldberg would have never beat Crash Holly. Anyway.
Not once he got hit with that scale. Boom! Oh!
Anyway, this was a major down in my book, was the Carmella Asuka match.
Yes.
But then, let's just keep on track with the women's. The women's Money in the Bank match was legit. Sasha Banks almost died a couple of times.
Yes. She wanted that shit more than anybody I thought wanted that shit.
And you know what I realized after that women's Money in the Bank match?
What? I
really want a Naomi Ember Moon feud.
Fair enough. I can dig that.
I really want it.
I think that would be perfect because remember I told people that Naomi was athletic, but she was too fast for everybody. I think Ember Moon's the perfect Naomi. So now that Naomi's perfected her craft,
in this match,
huh?
We've seen it in this match.
Yep.
When those two squared off with each other.
Yep. They're the perfect. Naomi. Ember Moon is what Naomi was if she was perfect. So now that we have these two, you got to do that. You got to do the beef. You got to have the match. I think it will be legitimately legit. That's right. Legitimately legit.
And congrats to Miss Alexa Bliss on winning the Money in the Bank match.
Yes.
So while we're on the women's shit, let's talk about it. Ronda Rousey looked great again.
Yeah. Dude, Ronda Rousey. Everybody, I think ESPN questioned. There was an article that came out.
Bruno said, "Black on black. We have enough of that. We have enough already."
Oh shit! That's true. So then we get into we gotta get this Ron.
That sounds like an awkward mirror porn with James in the mirror. Black on black.
Lovely. Black. Anyways, sir. Anyway.
Any gays.
Yeah, so Ronda Rousey really impressed me. There was an article on ESPN that said, is WWE doing too much right now with Ronda Rousey? Because they moonshotted her straight to the thing. But I'm like, she impressed at WrestleMania. And I'm thinking to myself, she isn't going to win. This is going to set up something else. I just didn't know what that something else was.
That something else was Alexa Bliss coming out. Now, people usually hit people with the Money in the Bank briefcase. They do it with both hands. They just do this number. No, Alexa Bliss did.
Because you kind of have to do that with Ronda Rousey. And Nia, you have to. She's a little thing. You got to use all the body weight, sir. The whole body. Just throw it in there. And yes, subsequently, after an impressive showing by Ronda Rousey, she got robbed by Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss comes in, cashes in the Money in the Bank, beats Nia Jax for the women's title, and reclaims the one thing that she loves so much.
And let's face it, she is a fantastic women's champion.
She is the Triple H of the women's division,
right?
She is. Let's call a spade a spade. She's more conniving than Ric Flair ever was. She's on Triple H levels of women's heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can never be a face. If she's a face, it's gonna ruin everything. Let her be the Triple H of the women's division, and I will be happy as fuck. Real shit.
All right, so we got to speed this up a little bit. I didn't realize already 6:35.
Oh shit!
So we have Jinder Mahal, Roman Reigns. I almost fell asleep during this match. So what did you say you had to say about it?
Why did this match happen? I mean, we already know that Roman Reigns outclasses Jinder Mahal by a lot.
I beg to differ.
Oh boy!
You know what the highlight of this match was?
What?
Sunil Singh's miraculous recovery.
Yes, that's true.
Fuck Roman, fuck Jinder, get them both off of Raw, put them on 205 Live, even though they're not cruiserweights, and just let them go to hell.
I think, but see, that's the thing. I think that Roman Reigns needs to go to SmackDown. I don't think he should be on Raw anymore. And it's sure as hell not going to win a WWE title with Braun Strowman running around. We didn't talk about that. Let's get into that.
What is really getting to me is we're going to see another boring-ass Brock Lesnar-Roman Reigns fight at SummerSlam.
Are we getting this fight?
That is what is being booked.
Oh, God.
And now watch. This is where they're going to have Roman Reigns actually beat him for the title, and then Braun Strowman's going to come out, I'm not finished with you, and kill Roman Reigns again.
They need to just let Braun Strowman beat Brock Lesnar. Cash it in, beat Brock Lesnar, and then I'll be happy. If he cashes on Roman Reigns, they're just trying to show Roman Reigns getting screwed, Dealio, which doesn't really work without the Shield getting around. But maybe that's what they're trying to set up again. Because Dean Ambrose
should be back soon.
Yeah, he should have been. I think he should. He'll be back. He should have been back in June because he left in January or December, January, right?
Because before WrestleMania, he got hurt.
Yeah. So it was only supposed to be a turnaround time of 4 to 6 months. If we get to SummerSlam, that's 4 to 6 months. So I don't know if Roman Reigns gets screwed again. You can see a true reunition of the Shield.
But what if Dean Ambrose screwed Roman Reigns?
That is something else too.
Y'all forgot about me.
Like, no, nigga, you was injured. You couldn't wrestle, motherfucker, okay? We didn't forget.
Okay, we're going to move on to the AJ Styles Nakamura match. Brutality at its finest.
Yes. AJ Styles Nakamura. Always. It's been, this the third match or fourth match?
Hey, while you're talking, I'm going to get dressed real quick.
Yeah, so I think the third match, I thought it was fourth, if you count the world's greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's the fourth.
Yeah, and each match has been more impressive than the last. This match in particular was really, really good. Let me go all big on them. Yeah, that's right. It was really, really good. It's not really much that I can say on the match except that it was really, really good.
Do you agree with them not putting the belt on Nakamura this time?
Yes. Yeah.
I think if they were going to do it, it should have been this time.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Because once I saw that AJ Styles was going to be the cover athlete for WWE 2K19, I think they're trying to give him a really, really good run. Maybe he loses at SummerSlam. I doubt it, though. But
we're gonna I'm gonna just segue over to SmackDown real quick.
Yeah,
Rusev won the Gauntlet match, so they're finally giving Rusev a championship opportunity for the first time in his career.
Yeah, which is gonna be awesome. I'm excited about that shit. Rusev
will Extreme Rules be Rusev Day?
And Bruno says, I think the WWE is trying to keep Ziggler by giving him the belt. Rollins should have never lost. I think this is partially true. The main thing that I took away from Raw with that whole thing was that they told a good story, and the payoff was Ziggler winning the title. I really thought that they were going to save him for Drew McIntyre. But hey, they surprised me.
I think they still are. I have a feeling Seth Rollins is going to win the belt back on Raw.
You think so?
And set up Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins before we have the Drew McIntyre Ziggler versus the Leader of Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because right now we're going to have the Leader of Worlds against the B team.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that promo from Monday?
That shit was funny.
Yes, it was. You see?
I am going to say it right now. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are the perfect tag team.
Yes, they are. And that's the one thing I like. I like how they had the balls to do it and green light it. I like how they had the balls to green light it, and then they at the same time they impressed with that promo. And so I was like excited. I was like, shit, this is really good.
You have two third-generation wrestlers who have been underutilized in the WWE.
Yep.
Now coming together, forming this team that they call the B team, which I think is fucking hilarious.
B team, bitches. B team.
Right? So now, let's talk about the very spot heavy, and I'm going to say Kevin Owens. If you ever need a big spot, Kevin Owens is your man.
Yes, that is true. Braun
Strowman tried to murder this poor man on more than one occasion.
Man, Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens have this relationship in the ring that's just tremendous. And yeah, Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt, you can't believe that they're brothers until you saw that promo on Monday, and then you realize, fuck, they are brothers.
Right?
I mean, once that nigga strapped that beard on, like, fuck, okay. Now I know what you guys look like. Shit.
But remember, a while back, they made Bo Dallas shave because he looked too much like Bray.
Yep. Yes, he did. Which I thought they were going to make that nigga join the Wyatt family. I thought that would have been good. But hey, you know, who am I to judge?
I'm back.
Yay! We can split screen again. Woohoo!
If you're watching this and you notice we didn't talk about the Sami Zayn Bobby Lashley match, because there is nothing to talk about because the match was garbage.
It didn't happen. It didn't.
I am so pissed off that during that rivalry they treated both Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley the way they did.
Yeah, that's true.
You have two guys, one who went to Impact and really honed his mic skills in Bobby Lashley.
Yep. And
a guy which like Sami Zayn, who deserves a lot more respect than he's getting in the WWE.
Oh, I know. They need. My whole thing is that they really need to get them, him and Kevin Owens, a tag team title. They really should have done that, like when they first decided to get these team together. But I know that they were trying to establish the Bludgeon Brothers. I think if the Bludgeon Brothers, that was on Smackdown, and I think that they wouldn't have tried to establish the Bludgeon Brothers.
The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Good Brothers in the pre-show was actually a good match.
Oh no, I know that, but that's kind of the thing, though. He said, "Amen to that. Amen to that shit." It was highly trashed. the Bobby Lashley Sami Zayn match.
That was the worst. That was the worst booking since fucking Ricky Ortiz.
Oh God!
You know how much I hated that motherfucker.
Yeah, I just don't think that the impact of Bobby Lashley being back, was really brought upon the people when he made his surprise return, right?
Well, I think it's going to be now that he's going to have a feud with Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
I think this is what they wanted to do.
Well,
but Sami Zayn was just there.
Yeah, because I really thought that they were going to eventually do Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. If they would have built up Bobby Lashley's return a lot more, this would have been a different story.
Well, you heard Bobby Lashley on Monday night. He called that shit out. He's like Brock Lesnar been ducking me for years.
Yep.
So now back to the Money in the Bank match. I had picked Braun Strowman to win. Everybody I think knew Braun Strowman was going to win. And what Braun Strowman do?
He won.
He literally broke through a fucking ladder running back to the ring.
Yes, he said we need Johnny Mundo return. I actually agree with that sentiment. But I think
he's not calling himself Johnny Impact. I'm good.
Yes. What are we gonna call him? Johnny Raw? What?
No, he can go back to being John Morrison.
No, I'll call him Johnny Raw. No. Johnny Smackdown. Johnny NXT.
Remember when he was Johnny Nitro?
Yes. Johnny NXT. Johnny 205. What? What are you talking?
Johnny Jobber.
Wow.
That's gonna be one of my creations of WWE 2K19. Johnny Jobber.
Johnny Jobber. No, that's his one nigga that be rolling with him on what's that shit called?
Are you talking about the dude that looks like him?
Yeah.
Johnny Jobber.
So let's get on Raw. We know this nigga Braun Strowman got the
Money in the Bank. So now we get to hear months and months of Michael Cole going, he's a monster in the bank.
I just hope that this only lasts till SummerSlam when he catches in on Brock Lesnar or someone and nobody.
You don't catch that shit in at an airport.
I'm not finished with you. Fucking autograph signings thing that Brock Lesnar doesn't even do autograph signings. He decides to do one for the first time in his life. Then he gets the Money in the Bank briefcase cashing on him. That'd be funny. I should have never listened to you, Paul.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
He's going to be signing Nicholas's autograph.
Oh, Lord.
While Strowman's going to be behind him.
Oh,
Raw
man.
was an okay show. The Raw after pay-per-view usually falls flat on his face.
Yeah.
But they started to open the door for the new rivalries like Roman Reigns and Lashley.
Yeah.
KO and Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Finn Balor and Bobby Roode.
What about the alliance between Finn Balor and Braun Strowman? Why is Finn Balor giving googly eyes to Braun Strowman? That's what I have a question. He says he's gonna catch it at a UFC event.
Well, that's probably the only time he'll actually see Brock Lesnar, but yeah.
Exactly, pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
Give him a running power slam into the octagon.
Brock Lesnar's like, I'm going to UFC, fuck this shit. Nigga, I'm not finished with you.
Hey, when he says that shit, he's got Brock Lesnar's contract in his hand. I'm not finished with you.
Oh, shit.
What was I going to say? So now, oh yes, the one thing from Raw we have to talk about is Ronda Rousey actually trying to kill Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
I think that straight gut punch she gave Alexa Bliss legitimately hurt her because Alexa Bliss did not move after that.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have moved after that. Even if it didn't connect. Nigga, I'm dying. Oh, God. Why?
I sent that clip video to the homie Cooper.
Yeah.
And when Rousey had Alexa Bliss up for that powerbomb where Alexa Bliss looked like she was taking a nap.
Yep. Alexa Bliss.
He thought it was Kevin Owens. He's like, why is Kevin Owens giving away the powerbomb Alexa Bliss?
Fucking Alexa Bliss died, yo. That she died.
And Ronda Rousey kicked the shit out of Kurt Angle too.
Yes. That match was good. That whole thing. That's when Ronda Rousey finally arrived. And I sat here. I wanted to go ahead and toss her a beer because that's what it looked like should have happened. Stone Cold should have came in the ring and tossed her a beer and left. That's exactly what should probably ended. Like,
Ronda Rousey is now a wrestler.
Yes. She's now been suspended for 30 days. Now you've officially arrived, Ronda Rousey. Thank you. I'll see you at SummerSlam when you kill Alexa Bliss. It's
I
gonna
see
be
you at
fun.
SummerSlam when you try to put an armbar on somebody who could dislocate their arm.
Ain't no Money in the Bank briefcase is out there that's gonna save her candy ass from this ass whooping that she's about to receive.
So now let's go to SmackDown. We already glanced over SmackDown. We had a gauntlet match with Daniel Bryan, Rusev, The Miz, and Big E.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan Big E match was off the hook.
Oh, I know. Dude, Big E has impressed a lot because I know he's taken over the singles shit for a minute now because didn't they have him? He was their singles competitor when I forgot when they started this because I remember that we was a mysterious because I can remember after WrestleMania there was a match and they had to pick one person to fight for the New Day and it was Big E.
Yeah.
Big E back on his shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy about that shit. Big E is back on his single shit, kicking fucking ass like he's supposed to be doing.
Like I said, he had legitimate work with Daniel Bryan. That was a great fucking match.
Yep. And people forget that in NXT, when he was there, like when Daniel Bryan showed up in Orlando, that was like the man that kind of trained him. So the shout out to that Big E Daniel Bryan match. That was fucking awesome.
Daniel Bryan wins that one.
Yep.
Then it's Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Samoa Joe takes a count out loss here, but he kicked the shit out of Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah. That's the match I can't that's the beef I can't wait to see. Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe. We're gonna bring back Ring of Honor to WWE once again, sir. Oh.
So, you see, I'm hoping they're building up for next year's WrestleMania and AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan world title match.
I think so.
That's what I'm hoping they're building up for.
I think so. I think they're gonna give AJ Styles his long run. And I think that Daniel Bryan is going to win the Royal Rumble and face AJ Styles at WrestleMania. That's how I think this is all going to go.
Then we have, for some reason, the Bludgeon Brothers taking out Daniel Bryan before The Miz got there.
Which is weird. See, you know what the thing is now? I think at some point the Bludgeon Brothers need to transition into the APA. Call them the BPA, the Bludgeon Protection Agency. That's right. They need to transition into that eventually. Give it about 6 months to a year. BPA. We had the APA, now we have the BPA. Oh, he said he needs to use the 3 suitcase? That'd be interesting to have a situation like that. The feast or fired? The only problem is...
We can only hope Roman Reigns gets the fired case, which we know won't happen.
Damn. Shit. Woo! Woo!
And then we have the Miz dropping the Skull Crusher finale. 1, 2, 3. And then you hear it's Rusev Day.
Yes. Rusev comes out. It was beautiful.
Had a really good match with the Miz.
Yep.
And to much of everybody's surprise, Rusev gets the win and is a new #1 contender for AJ Styles world title.
Yes, his first ever World Heavyweight Championship opportunity.
First ever singles World Heavyweight Championship opportunity.
Yeah, 1-on-1. So
then AJ Styles came out, they shook hands, and then AJ Styles punched Aiden English in the face.
He has a punchable face, which is understandable. So, I mean, when you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do.
Punch Aiden English in the face?
That's right. Romans want to do it. Why not?
Works for me. We did glance over one important thing that happened on SmackDown, and this is now the ignition of Jeff Hardy's Shinsuke Nakamura feud.
Ooh, that's gonna be kinky.
I think this is when Nakamura gets his first title in the WWE.
Yeah.
But this feud should be fun.
Oh yeah. This is them two are wild. This is gonna be insane, bruh. Insane.
You just said a very good word right there. Insane.
Insane.
That leads up to the Usos claiming the Uso Penitentiary and
see when
not
you
so sane sanity
with their debut. Yeah. Sometimes when you go a little insane, you need a little bit of sanity to ground you a little bit. And that's exactly what happened. The brutality of Sanity finally arrives on Tuesday nights. We've been waiting for this debut for 2.5 months. Because remember when we did the what was it called? The lottery, the draft lottery, whatever. They got announced as they were going to Smackdown. And
they never showed up.
Waiting. We've been like,
it's like, did they forget about Sanity? Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. Like when?
No, they did not forget about Sanity. What happened was they were over in Progress Wrestling doing NXT tour before they had to finish up their NXT dates before they debuted.
Yes. So can you imagine now Sanity versus the Bludgeon Brothers?
I am just so happy to see Eric Young on the main card in WWE.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Can you? That's why I also can't wait. Thanks to that, I can't wait to see maybe what's his name, Eric Young versus Nakamura, because they did have a couple matches in NXT which were really fucking good.
I want to see Killian Dane against Samoa Joe.
Here you go. Killian Dane, actually Sanity versus Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan.
Or Samoa Joe and the Usos against Sanity.
Ooh. Now you're talking fun.
Or this is the perfect time to bring Roman Reigns over to fucking SmackDown. Roman Reigns and the Usos against Sanity.
Oh, yes. Put the cousins together. Ooh, that would be... And the kind of interactions that Eric Young and Roman Reigns would have. Oh, yes. Yes.
Eric Young would get that motherfucker face so quick. But you're the big dog, huh?
Big dog can't even win a world title match.
But anyway, we have to call this shit. I have to go to work.
All right. Just quickly, real quick. Lucha Underground was one match, but really one huge match. It was basically
Aztec Warfare.
Yeah. No. I think it was Aztec Warfare. Yeah. It was basically what's his name versus everybody. Pentagon Dark versus everybody. Match was crazy. You got to watch it. At the end, Pentagon Dark won. Then he has to find out he got to fight Matanza on this show that I still have to watch that came on yesterday. So I'm going to get on that. You get your ass to work, sir. I got to wait for the homegirl, the wife to get home so I can leave and go to work out with Big Bruno. Other than that, make sure you check out YouTube. Make sure you check out Facebook. Make sure you check out the Twitter, the Instagram, all that. Sinful Black is everywhere. We're invading your whole space. Anything else you'd like to say?
On YouTube, we have a link to our brand new sponsor, Avarium Computers.
Yes, and I'm going to get you the link.
Now, in Sinful Black ENT as the affiliate, they will give you a discount. But with that being said, I'm Big Sin. That's Hollywood J Black. Thank you for joining us here on Infamous Wrestling Talk. We will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.